Next week on Days of Our Lives.
Order!
Welcome back to Days of Our... Today we will dive into the complex and heart-tugging events that unfold as Sarah Horton Kyriakis navigates the consequences of an unexpected kiss. One that may very well change the course of several lives in Salem forever. Sarah's apology and Brady's surprising reaction. The week begins with a moment Sarah Horton Kyriakis, portrayed brilliantly by Lindsay Godfrey, wishes she could take back, or does she? After an impulsive and emotional kiss with Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, Sarah finds herself caught in a web of confusion, embarrassment, and guilt. Though the kiss was spontaneous, the implications are far-reaching. Feeling the weight of her actions, Sarah pulls Brady aside in the quiet corridor of the Kyriakis mansion. Her words are cautious, her tone regretful. She apologizes, not just for the kiss, but for potentially stirring old wounds and dragging Brady into her personal drama. But Brady, ever the calm and level-headed man he's tried to become, surprises her. He doesn't lash out. He doesn't pull away. Instead, he offers a soft smile and reassures her that no apology is necessary. What's more, he admits that he didn't mind the kiss at all. In fact, he quite enjoyed it, and he wouldn't be opposed to doing it again, this time in private. This shocking revelation causes Sarah to blink in disbelief. Could something new be blooming between them? Something neither of them expected? The Xander factor. Jealousy erupts. Unfortunately, things don't stay calm for long. Word of the kiss eventually reaches Xander Cook Kyriakis, Paul Telfer, Sarah's ex-husband, who is already battling emotional turmoil over his uncertain relationship with Gabby Hernandez, Sherry Jimenez. Xander, known for his impulsiveness and jealousy, doesn't take the news well. His reaction is as explosive as expected. He confronts Brady at the Salem pub, fists clenched and temper rising, demanding to know what's going on. Brady tries to downplay the situation, but Xander's not buying it. To him, this isn't just a kiss. It's a declaration of war. Meanwhile, Sarah watches the escalating tension between the two men with growing unease. Her heart sinks as she realizes that what was meant to be a fleeting, perhaps even meaningless moment of comfort, has now stirred up a volatile storm. She regrets pulling Brady into this, especially when she never intended for things to get complicated or romantic. But it's too late. The wheels have been set in motion. Romantic sparks or trouble ahead. As the dust begins to settle, Sarah finds herself alone with Brady once again. This time, the conversation is different. It's not about apologies or regrets. It's about possibilities. Brady, who has been nursing wounds from his failed relationships, finds a surprising sense of ease around Sarah. Her vulnerability mirrors his own. And for Sarah, Brady's calm demeanor offers the emotional safety she has long craved. Their chemistry is undeniable. Brady admits the kiss wasn't just good. It was amazing. That raw honesty catches Sarah off guard. She tries to play it cool, but deep down, something within her stirs. Could this be the beginning of a new love story? One that neither of them had planned, but both secretly hoped for? As they slowly begin dating, there's one small ray of sunshine in all this. Rachel. Rachel's joyful reunion with a mother figure, Brady's young daughter. Rachel, who has experienced her own share of upheaval, reacts with uncontainable joy at seeing Sarah back in their lives. For a brief, critical window in Rachel's early life, Sarah was her mother, although it was under tragic circumstances. A baby switch that rocked Salem. Sarah bonded deeply with the child. Now that they're together again, that connection is instantly rekindled. Rachel clings to Sarah with wide eyes and an innocent heart, clearly delighted at the idea that her other mom might once again become a permanent fixture in her life. For Brady, seeing Sarah and Rachel interact is heart-melting. It reminds him of the stability he once longed for. But it also makes the stakes higher. Because if things go wrong between him and Sarah, Rachel could be heartbroken all over again. A dangerous secret looms in the shadows while romance blossoms. A secret Sarah has been keeping threatens to unravel everything. It's about Tesoro, the son Tate believes is his own. Sarah, as a physician, is bound by confidentiality laws. She knows full well that Tesoro is not Sophia Choi's adopted child, but her biological son, the child she secretly gave away under desperate circumstances. And now that child is being raised under false pretenses. Brady has no idea. If he ever finds out that Sarah knew the truth and stayed silent, it could shatter the fragile trust they are building. For now, Sarah keeps the secret tucked away. But every time she sees Brady and his son together, her guilt intensifies. She tells herself that protecting Sophia's privacy and following her oath as a doctor is the right thing to do. But her heart says otherwise. A love story at a crossroads as this week unfolds in Salem. What started as a kiss could lead to something much deeper, or come crashing down under the weight of deception. Sarah and Brady's burgeoning relationship is filled with promise. There's history, shared grief, and now the spark of something new. But looming above them is the shadow of Sarah's secret about Tesoro, and the possibility of betrayal. Meanwhile, Xander's jealousy could spiral into more than angry words. He's not the type to walk away quietly, especially not when he feels he's been slighted. Will he fight to win Sarah back? Or will he turn his attention to sabotaging her new happiness? And how will Gabby react when she realizes Xander's attention might still be fixed on his ex-wife? Closing thoughts. The calm before the storm? This week marks the beginning of what could be a beautiful love story, or the calm before a devastating storm. Sarah and Brady are taking tentative steps into a future neither of them expected. But Salem is never quiet for long. Secrets don't stay buried. And in this town, every decision has consequences. So stay tuned, because what happens next could change the course of their lives forever. Thanks for joining us at the Days of Our Lives channel. We'll be back soon with more breaking drama, secrets, and unexpected twists from your favorite Salem residents. Until then, don't blink, or you just might miss the next big shock. The heart of Salem. Love, loyalty, and life-changing secrets unfold in the dramatic world of Salem, where nothing is quite as it seems and surprises lurk around every corner. Two powerful storylines are capturing the hearts of viewers and reminding us all of the enduring strength of love, family, and unwavering support through life's most challenging moments. A marriage built on trust and shared dreams at the elegant DiMera mansion. A scene unfolds that perfectly captures the playful yet deeply connected relationship between Tony and Anna DiMera. A couple whose bond has weathered countless storms and emerged stronger with each passing year. As Tony carefully examines a crystal decanter, now nearly empty of its precious red wine, there's a hint of mystery in the air that only Anna can provide. "Did you secretly enjoy some of my special port wine last evening, my dear?" Tony asks with the kind of gentle teasing that comes from decades of knowing someone's habits and quirks. But Anna, ever the spirited woman who has never been one to hide her pleasures, responds with characteristic honesty and humor. "I never secretly drink wine. I simply openly enjoy it. And I truly do enjoy it." Tony's certainty that he had more of his treasured vintage remaining creates a delightful puzzle. It's the kind of small domestic mystery that might seem trivial to younger couples, but for Tony and Anna, it becomes an opportunity for Anna to share something far more intriguing. A conversation that could change everything they thought they knew about their family's past and future. With a mischievous glint in her eye, Anna suggests that perhaps a spirit has somehow found its way into the wine itself. This playful comment opens the door for her to recount a fascinating conversation she had with Susan, a discussion that centered around the possibility that Stefano DiMera, the patriarch of their family, might actually still be alive. For those familiar with Salem's long and colorful history, the idea of someone returning from the dead isn't entirely far-fetched. As Anna wisely reminds her somewhat skeptical husband, this is Salem after all. A place where miraculous resurrections have occurred more times than most residents care to count. It's a town where hope springs eternal, where the impossible becomes possible, and where love truly can conquer all, even death itself. However, Tony's practical mind struggles with this possibility. His reasoning is both logical and heartbreaking. If Stefano were truly alive, would he really stand by and watch as Titan takes control of DiMera Enterprises, the business empire he spent his entire life building? The thought of his father's life's work slipping away into other hands seems impossible for Tony to accept. But Tony is not a man who gives up easily. With the determination that runs deep in the DiMera bloodline, he makes a solemn vow to reclaim the family business, and he plans to do it with Gabi's assistance. The partnership represents more than just a business arrangement. It's about family loyalty, legacy, and ensuring that the DiMera name continues to mean something powerful in Salem. Anna, ever the supportive wife, finds herself concerned about one crucial detail. Does Tony's commitment to this mission mean they'll need to remain in Salem indefinitely? For a woman who has traveled the world and experienced life's adventures alongside her beloved husband, the prospect of being tied down in one place, even a place as eventful as Salem, gives her pause. Tony's reassurance brings visible relief to Anna's face. His plan is both brilliant and practical. Gabi will serve as the chief executive officer, handling the day-to-day operations, while Tony maintains control and oversight from wherever in the world their hearts desire to be. It's the perfect solution for a couple who values both family responsibility and personal freedom. As Anna's imagination takes flight, she begins to envision the creative possibilities that this arrangement could bring. The thought of designing outfits for Gabi chic, combining her own sophisticated sense of style with contemporary fashion trends, fills her with excitement. It's the kind of project that could bring together her artistic talents with meaningful family collaboration. The scene concludes with Tony and Anna holding hands, their faces radiant with shared joy and anticipation. It's a powerful reminder that the strongest marriages are built not just on love, but on mutual respect, shared goals, and the ability to dream together about the future. Standing strong in the face of adversity. Meanwhile, in another part of Salem, a different kind of love story is unfolding. One that speaks to the courage required to stand by someone you love when the entire world seems to be against them. Chanel, wearing her Sweet Bits apron as a symbol of the life and business she's worked so hard to build, takes a precious break from her bakery responsibilities to meet Johnny in the town square during a recess in his highly publicized trial. The weight of the situation is evident in every word Chanel speaks, as she reminds Johnny that he has choices, that he doesn't have to put himself through the ordeal of testifying on his own behalf. It's the kind of gentle support that speaks to her deep love for him and her desire to protect him from any additional pain or public scrutiny. But Johnny's response reveals the strength of character that drew Chanel to him in the first place. He's determined to take the witness stand, not out of legal necessity, but out of a profound need for the world to hear the truth directly from him. He wants everyone to know, beyond any shadow of doubt, that he is innocent of the charges being brought against him. There's a touch of dark humor in Johnny's observation about his father's legal strategy. The defense appears to be built around demonstrating just how many people in Salem might have had reason to wish harm upon the victim. A strategy that, while potentially effective, must be both embarrassing and painful for Johnny to witness. It's a stark reminder that sometimes in legal battles, winning requires tactics that feel deeply uncomfortable on a personal level. After Johnny returns to the courthouse to face whatever awaits him there, Chanel finds herself joined by Paulina, a woman whose presence brings both comfort and wisdom to this difficult situation. Paulina's ability to provide support during such a challenging time speaks to the importance of having strong family connections and friends who show up when life becomes overwhelming. As they sit together in the square, Chanel's emotional state becomes even more apparent when a simple, everyday scene, a father pushing his child in a stroller, triggers a wave of deep feelings. For many people over 65, this moment will resonate strongly. It's a reminder of how, during times of stress and uncertainty, we become more sensitive to the symbols of the life we hope to build and the future we dream of creating with those we love. The sight of that father and child represents everything Chanel hopes she and Johnny will have together once this nightmare is over. It symbolizes normalcy, peace, family joy, and the simple pleasures that make life worth living. In that moment, the stroller becomes more than just a piece of baby equipment. It becomes a symbol of hope and the future they're fighting to protect. Paulina's wisdom shines through as she reassures Chanel that this difficult period will pass, and that she and Johnny will indeed have the opportunity to focus on building their family's future together. It's the kind of perspective that comes from having lived through various challenges and understanding that even the darkest times eventually give way to brighter days. The enduring power of love and hope. Both of these storylines remind us of timeless truths that resonate particularly strongly with those who have lived long enough to understand life's complexities. Tony and Anna's relationship demonstrates that love can remain playful, supportive, and full of shared dreams even after many years together. Their ability to face uncertainty about family business matters while maintaining their close connection shows us that the strongest partnerships are those where both people support each other's individual strengths while working toward common goals. Chanel and Johnny's situation, while more immediately dramatic, illustrates a different but equally important aspect of love: the courage to stand by someone when times are tough, and the strength to maintain hope for the future even when the present seems overwhelming. In Salem, as in real life, the most meaningful stories are often about the ways that love, loyalty, and hope sustain us through both everyday mysteries and life-changing challenges. Whether it's solving the puzzle of missing port wine or supporting a loved one through a legal battle, these characters remind us that the relationships we build and maintain are ultimately what give our lives meaning and help us navigate whatever surprises tomorrow might bring. As these stories continue to unfold, viewers can look forward to seeing how both couples navigate their respective challenges, always holding on to the love and support that makes even the most difficult journeys worthwhile.